What's up, everybody? We're back here with episode 16 of Turtle Talk. Unfortunately, Lee won't be able to join us this week, but we got myself and Jimmy. We're going to take the helms. We're going to just jump right into the Shredder's Revenge came out on the 16th digitally. Now, we are waiting on our physical copies, but what do you think of it, Jimmy? Did you get a chance to play it at all?
No, I'm one of those lame people who haven't gotten around to buying it digitally yet. Now, to be fair, I bought the collection from Limited Run Games. You know,
Yes.
that collection, the special collector's edition from them. I bought it for the Xbox, but I also have a Switch. So, like, it's really just a matter of me stop being lazy and, like, stop being busy with stuff around my house to where I can actually sit down, purchase the game digitally on my Switch, and start playing it there. Because if
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest, that's where I'll start. But I'm really excited. Like, I don't know, like, for system console kind of like collections and stuff, because I have an Xbox One, I still kind of buy my stuff all for the Xbox like that. Whereas like I'm not like anti-Switch. I love my Switch. It's one of the greatest things ever. So I'm really excited to actually have a game I really want and to play on there again of like the Turtles and stuff. So that's where I'll probably get. I'm hoping to do that tomorrow actually.
Yeah. And then, of course,
Actually,
we're recording on Saturday, the 18th. So by the
so
time this video is out, you will have probably beaten
hopefully,
Yeah.
hopefully.
it.
but Ben, what about you? Did you get a chance to play it? Did you get it for like multiple systems or just one? What'd you do?
So yeah, so you mentioned the limited run games. I did actually I got my collector's edition on Switch. I
Okay.
just felt like that was more nostalgic because really for me, just because the VHS case, I feel like it's gonna fit better.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, that's gonna look good. So I'll be waiting on that. So on Xbox, if you have Game Pass, it was a day one release where you could get it for free, or get it. You could download it if you have Game Pass, not necessarily for free.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got it downloaded. I beat it by myself the first night. Super fun, a lot of great little secrets and unlocks. I don't want to get into the details. The following day, I'm like looking everywhere for my Xbox controllers, which I can't find. My daughter has one, so me and her got to play. We went through it and beat it. It was my day off, and then that night I went to Target and bought another Xbox controller because I can't find mine. And then the whole family got to play, and we all beat it again. So I've now finished it 3 times. Probably finish it a couple more times before this video hits, but very fun. I was even thinking like, man, am I still gonna want this physical copy when it releases, 9 to 10 months from now? But I'm having so much fun with the game, and by then I'll be so excited to play it on my Switch at like work and just around that it'll be enjoyable.
That's what I'm excited for about like getting it now, is to be able to kind of play it on the go. But like, I don't know, it's very true. Like this is going off something completely different. But when I play video games, I do like playing my console games, and it's like either
Yeah.
Xbox or PlayStation. I currently still have an Xbox, so that's the one that I like to sit down and play with the controller. But like Switch, like being on the go and being able to play that stuff,
Yeah.
so sweet. That's so cool to do and stuff.
Switch is so good for your beat 'em up, shoot 'em up type games. So I think it's a perfect combination for that.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be cool. It'll be cool to play and go through and whatnot.
Yeah, I can't wait to get it to where I've got it on my modded arcade. I did see
Oh,
one member of the lair has a Windows based arcade, so he's able to run it with his joysticks and his buttons, but mine's a MAME system that I built off of an arcade one up, so
okay.
it's not quite ready yet, but I would imagine somebody's going to break it and get it on there, so that'd be pretty sweet.
That'll be awesome.
Speaking of awesome, so Sneaky Geeky, the other channel out there, you guys go check them out. They're super cool. They were able to get some like insider information by having an interview with Trevor from NECA,
Yeah.
and they showed us some new stuff. You want to talk about it first, there, Jimmy?
Yeah. So the first thing I'm going to talk about, the part I'm going to talk about of it is the Rex One figure.
Yeah,
I'm like super stoked for this. So Rex One's first appearance, for anyone who hasn't like watched the show recently or doesn't remember, first shows up in season 2. I believe it's episode 10, New York Shiniest. And what it just a brief like background on the episode is that it's really just a RoboCop like ripoff, and it's awesome in every single sense of it. Is like that the New York State is getting rid of like actual human police officers and wants to make like cybernetic robots as their like cops and stuff. So it's like it's awesome. It's but it's great. What actually ends up happening is Rex One ends up being like the eternal protector of April. Like she gets like the controller, and from that point on, it's like imprinted on him that I have to protect the controller, and my controller is April. So like it's awesome. The hijinks and stuff that they get into in that episode with him misunderstanding like the idea of like protecting people and like overprotection. It's great. It's great. It's in season 2. It's awesome. But so I'm really excited because I thought this was a great figure, and I thought it would be also a great figure. You couldn't really tell in the video like that they showed a little bit of like the figure of it. I couldn't tell if it's as big as like a Pizza Monster or Chrome Dome, like one of those like closer to the 10-inch ones.
So he explains that.
Huh?
He explains that. Trevor does.
Does he? Okay.
Yeah. So just real quick, sorry to cut away from you. So he said that where the Chrome Dome, you can kind of see him back here, but he kind of gave me the impression it's maybe like half an inch to an inch shorter.
Okay.
Because he was saying, now the good guys have their robot and the bad guys have theirs. So that's kind of the impression I got just from what I saw. Of course, you can go watch that video and see it straight from the horse's mouth of what's coming and what it looks like and everything.
Yeah, definitely check out that video over at Speaky Geeky. Great stuff over there. Can't believe they were able to get that. How cool is that? Like Trevor just being like, "Hey, I'll do an interview with you guys and show you some cool stuff." And like,
and I'm telling you, yeah, it'd be good times. Yeah. So when I was watching that video, there's a few things that I noticed because I'm just sitting there like trying to like find the Easter eggs and listen to the information. Obviously, he mentioned the possibility of a accessory pack for the tunes. Eventually, that's going to be awesome because we got the punk turtles, we've got the snow coat turtles. They were talking about all that, and he was like maybe an accessory pack, so that'd be great. Plus all the stuff that got canceled. He was saying that Anthrax and Scumbug were supposed to have extra hands and they didn't get them because of the production costs and all that.
Yeah.
Another thing, if you're watching that video, look behind Trevor. There's a lot of things in there. I believe you could see the Donatello from the Monsters, like the box. He had the 1/4 scale Leonardo cartoon in the background. There's a lot of cool little things in that video, so definitely worth watching and listen to what he has to say. I'll probably watch it again just to kind of pull more information out of it and critique everything.
Absolutely. Because like that's not a video. Like even when they were doing the Holothon videos and stuff, like these videos when everyone, it doesn't matter who they're talking to, whether it be people from NECA like Trevor or Randy or talking to Kevin Eastman or whoever it is, they always have stuff in the background.
Oh yeah.
You have to watch that stuff like 2 or 3 times because it's like the first time you're just watching it for like, oh my God, what are you talking about? This is so cool. I just want to hear everything that you're talking about. It's awesome. But then it's like, hold on, wait a second. What was in the background now? It's like anytime when you try and break down a movie or a TV show, like I can't do that in just one sitting because I just watch it the first time and it just rushes all over me, But then the second time you go through and you're like, hey, what was this? What was that? What's this? What's that in the background? Like, can I enhance the video? Can I start doing some like cyber sleuthing and stuff that I've never done before in my entire life? But now when a new toy is in the background of a video, I'm your man.
It's funny you mentioned that. When I was in Huntsville, I brought that up to Kevin. I was like, you realize that when you dropped that little teaser and you had the Super Bebop and Rocksteady in the background and the 4-pack turtles, I was like, you realize you created this storm of everybody thinking they could enhance that photo or video to the point that we could see what other. And he just started chuckling. He's like, yeah, everybody freaked out, like just more or less along those lines, not the exact words, but he's like, yeah, everybody was trying to figure it out. I'm like, yeah, man, you had us, trying to solve the puzzle, see if there's any Easter eggs in the background. But he actually mentioned that he does he keeps a lot of toys in his studio. He said one of the things that he's held on forever was the original Playmates Krang. He's like, I've got one of those in my studio. He's like, that's just one of my favorite toys.
Nice.
But
That's
yeah,
that's so
definitely
awesome.
go check out that Speaky Geeky video. It looks like it was just part one too, so I think we'll get some more. I don't know if they're going to be talking to Trevor in the next video, but maybe we'll get some more information on the turtles or anything else they might have coming down the pipeline.
Well, yeah, they made it seem, or they definitely have advertised it as being like a series of videos that's supposed
Yeah,
to like have like a new toy or new thing kind of like revolved around it. So like that's really awesome.
yeah,
And like, hey man, if they even give us like oddball characters, I consider Rex one a kind of oddball character.
yeah.
If that's like what Speaky Geeky is giving us, like in tandem with like NECA and talking with them, I'm all for it. Give us these weird, wacky characters that like I remember when I did my commentary track for the Rex one episode, I was like, NECA, make the toy, make the toy, make it, just please. And
Yeah.
I put that episode out like 3 months ago, and here we are now, like physically seeing it, and all I can say is I helped do that. I helped do that without doing anything.
They got all those renders out there too, where you can actually see the alternate head where his tongue's sticking out. And then one thing I did notice, a little bit of a critique, the feet seem kind of wide. I wonder if that's just because of the way he stands. They didn't want it to like fall over constantly, but they did look a little wider than the cartoon a little bit. It
That's a
worked,
good
but it looked a little different.
That's a good point. I would probably say that you're probably not wrong. It probably is to help like better balance stuff. Because
Yeah,
as much as I love like Chrome Dome, I just did that unboxing not that long ago for it. He does have some difficulty like being stood up and like just kind of staying
yeah.
upright. Like you can do it, but like I almost wonder if like they did something like that, like almost widen his feet a little bit. He might stand a little bit better. And I didn't really notice a huge difference in it, but I wasn't paying attention for one
Yeah.
either.
Well,
Uh, so if you did see that, that would probably be why. Is that
yeah.
is to help hold it better, because even trying to put a stand on Chrome Dome, he's so big. If you put
Yeah.
a stand on him, he's still gonna fall over. He's too
Mine has taken a fall. I believe in the cartoon, Rex one was a little bit more of like a martini glass type shape, real slender, and then he bulks out.
That's a good point.
So I'm assuming that's what they did. They just made the feet a little bit wider to give a better base. I could be wrong. I mean, I could just be looking at something and making a guess, but that was just my 2 cents on it. But I'm super excited about that. I really want to see the alternate head because they haven't shown it to us yet. They're just showing us that render, so that'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah, stoked.
Then, of course, talking about toys, it's that time of the week. We're gonna go over some photos. Let's check out yours first, Jimmy. What you got for us?
All right. So mine, hold on, I gotta get my guy's name here really quickly. It is at Eric Pinhat, and he did a great photo here, an action shot of Raphael kicking Toka straight in the face. And for me, like it's got the nice like street scene diorama in the background behind it. And for me, I just loved it. I just thought that this was a great action shot. Again, for me, and like we've talked about it so many times now, like when people are using the movie toys in their shots and stuff, if it looks like something that fits in one of the movies, like I love it. Like, and that this feels like it could have been a cut scene from Secret of the Ooze somewhere. Like, like easily fits in there. I did see that the guy at Eric Pinhead he said that he was doing something different with this shot. He was working with like wires, and so like as you look at Raphael in it, he's like clearly up in the air, like jumping and kicking, like it is that mid action kind of shot. So I'm really interested to know even how he like what wires he's talking about, of how he set it up to do that, because now I'm like super intrigued, because whatever he did, I don't see any wires anywhere on here. So whether he digitally removed them or whether they're like just placed behind Raphael like at the right points and stuff and just working with them, like I don't know. I just thought that this was a really cool shot. Like I saw it and I was like, this is sweet. And I don't know. I just love seeing the movie toys. I just love it so much.
Yeah, no, this is good. Um, definitely agree with you. Anytime you get the movies, just fantastic. I like how he's got the size kind of directed in the same direction. I don't know. It's just one of those things when you see somebody else essentially playing with their toys, you're like, I never thought to do that.
Hmm.
I do like that it's Raph kicking Toka in the face because I don't think anybody else would be as brutal to hit a baby turtle in the face. So
Right? Like,
it makes sense. Innocent, small-minded animal, and he's just gonna kick it right in the face. But yeah, I love Toka and I love Razor. So I featured one of those photos last week, and I think anytime anybody's willing to open these figures up and give us some awesome photos, it's definitely worth checking out and putting on the
abs-
video.
absolutely, absolutely.
So Richard Barron, both from the Collectors Asylum and from the Turtle Lair, uh, hit me up. He said he got his mousers that I sent him, and he was playing with them. So he sent me some pretty cool shots of him just kind of messing around with his toys. So first, let's take a look at this Michelangelo. He's got that non-licensed cheapskate. He's got the non-licensed mouser. He's got all the NECA mousers. He's got that action nunchuck, which is just great. This diorama, I believe he said the guy's name is Daniel that made it. Super awesome. I told him how cool that was. I love the dirty trash bags, the graffiti on the side of the walls and everything.
Right.
Just a great photo. Then you've got the one mouser down there behind the cheapskate mouser that's got the side and the head. And then going over the second photo real quick, you got Raphael just tearing them up, which makes sense because he's got the best integration with the mousers. Just any of the stuff where you get to stab Raphael's size into the heads is just great.
It's so good.
He's got, in fact, Richard was pretty creative here. He's got the side going through the mouser head, and then he's got the neck joint in the other hand, like as if he just ripped the head off. And then Leonardo's looking a little desperate, a little distressed.
Yeah.
Oh, and I didn't see that the third part of the mouser's on the ground there. So yeah, he just tore that mouser up. I guess to save Leo.
Yep.
Yeah, man. I guess go over both the photos. What do you think about them? I just think they're a lot of fun.
So, I mean, the Michelangelo one here is really great. Like one of my favorite things about the Michelangelo one is actually the background to like
Hmm.
the left behind his spinning nunchuck because it's all the VHS like ultimates of all of the previous like toys and a bunch of the other ones. Like there's even the Hunchback Leo that's in there in the background on
Yeah,
like the
I
lower
saw that.
left side. So there's all kinds of great like toys and stuff in the background there. So I love it. The setup of both like the cheapskate and like the KO cheapskate and Mauser and the NECA Mausers, awesome. I love it. It's so great. It's so awesome to like see it here. Raphael, like you're saying, Raphael's sigh like stabbed through the one thing, and I like on how the pictures then connect. Because then moving on to the Raphael and Leonardo one, like the pictures truly are connected, are of a scene because Raphael is missing the one side that we see in Michelangelo's photo,
Hmm.
but his other side he has the one head of the Mauser. So actually, you know what I always thought in this photo? I thought it was different than what you were saying. I actually thought Leonardo cut the Mauser like right
Hmm.
at the chest. And
Yeah.
then Raphael ripped the head or the neck apart from the top of the head with his side. And that's actually what I thought.
No, that I like that. Yeah.
Actually, what I had thought in that scene for it. But like either way, it's just awesome. It's just awesome, and it's so good. I love these Mausers, man. Those
Yeah.
Mausers are those Mausers are a great get if you got them or whatever. Whether you got them from NECA or you're still waiting on them because you got it with a foot soldier, um, or you got them from AliExpress, whatever. Like these things are great. I love it. Richard, thank you so much for sharing these photos, dude. Both of these things are really great. And
Yeah.
thank you at I'm sorry, at Eric Pinhat for his photo as
Yeah,
well.
good photo.
These photos are great. This is one of my, like, as much as we love talking about the toys, I actually love talking about like the pictures that like we pick week in and week out, like so much. It's something that I love talking about.
I enjoy it because it's kind of unexpected. Even though we know what we're gonna do, every week's a little different.
Yeah.
And then also, we just kind of get back to the group members and just kind of talk about what they do.
Right.
We're just because we're doing this video doesn't mean we're like the most important people in the lair. We're just having fun.
And there's so many people who are doing just like such great work in the layer of like taking their photos and stuff. It's like awesome. It's just really great to see, and it's also
Yeah.
really even if you don't do your own like photos or anything, but like even if you like just like playing with your toys and setting it up, it's really cool seeing these photos. Like I mean, I don't know, we both saw the same photo here from Richard, and we both came up with two different, completely viable
Perspective.
scenarios
Yeah.
of like what we saw at this end product. And it's like that's just like that's the beauty of like having everyone submit having everyone submit photos to us so that we're able to talk about them. It's so much fun.
Yeah, and it really is just kind of the tip of the iceberg. I see photos probably as soon as we get off this video recording. I'm gonna see one and be like, oh, that's a good one, and then I'm gonna forget about it because we just see so many photos throughout the week that I usually end up just picking the most recent one I've seen. But yeah, there's just a lot in there. So if you're not in the Facebook group, get in there. It's entertaining all the time. Outside of everything else, there's a lot of items being shared. Insights and first to see it's that sort of thing. Whenever something hits the stores, somebody usually announces it. Usually get a pretty good heads up on things. One of the things, and you mentioned it, was the AliExpress. Everybody was a little skeptical. We all kind of know that when a new item is coming, if it hits AliExpress first, it's just because it just got off of the line. And there's a couple of vendors over there that get a hold of them and get them to us quicker. Downside, boxes are usually destroyed. But you know what? This guy hasn't hit shelves yet, and I got it in hand. So it's probably my favorite figure of the year. I haven't done any kind of like unboxing or review of it, but the amount of accessories and everything you get with him, it's just so freaking awesome. I can't wait till everybody gets their hands on this guy. One of the best figures. His little jacket, I like to put it on my other figures. I got it on Donnie.
Nice.
Just super awesome. He comes with a little tieable black belt that you can put on. Then he comes with an elastic one to hold the weapons in place. Just super awesome. Again, I probably wouldn't have known these were out there. Somebody announced it in the Turtle Lair. I jumped on it immediately. I got this. I got a pack of Mousers, and I got a Hunchback Leo. All before they even started shipping, really. Until NECA started shipping the Mousers pretty much the same time, but still almost immediately. So pretty awesome to get a hold of all those a little bit early. Yeah.
That's so sweet. That's so great.
So that's it for the week, guys. You know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, ask us questions if you want. We'll get back in here and answer them. Lee couldn't be with us this week, but you know where to find him at the NECA Turtle Lair on Instagram, the Facebook, of course, the channel. You can find me in the Collectors Asylum, both the channel and here. And then also you can check out my Instagram.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Benny. I love that you have Instagram now. It's so great. But you can find me at the Triple C Collective, both on our Facebook page, Twitter, and Instagram as well. Also on our YouTube channel. And, this is always a pleasure, my man. So I think we're wrapping up. Do you have anything else before we say bye?
That's it. I'm going to go play some Shredder's Revenge. I'll see you guys next week.
Stay safe. Cowabunga.